Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey you guys, so I am here with a slightly different pick a story today. So these are about like different categories that are happening in your life. So if you are pressed with a love situation, then deck number one would be for you. If you are dealing with a pressing love situation, whether you're pressed because you're single or pressed because something is going on in your current relationship, then this deck is for you. Deck number two, if you are concerned about any career or financial matters, then deck number two is the deck for you. Okay? And if you are just needing some sort of spiritual guidance, or if there's something going on but you can't really express it, then this deck is intended to tap into, whatever is going on in your subconscious that you need to be aware of, or any spiritual messages that could be for you. So if you're picking deck number three, then you're needing to be kind of open to what spirit has for you. Okay, so we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. All right, so you have the Eight of Swords. You have the King of Wands, Justice, the Three of Swords, the Hermit, overall energy, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so in regards to your love life, it seems like you did have to undergo some sort of transformation. Maybe you had to walk away from a situation that was no longer fulfilling. And I kind of feel that maybe you had to go into isolation, or in a sense, just go within and start to meditate or find ways to heal yourself from the inside out. So it seems like you've been doing a lot of nurturing and self-care to take care of yourself. And it doesn't matter too if the breakup was recent or if it's been years ago. It seems like you are more so about focusing on you. Maybe you also had been codependent, and so now you've been having to learn how to be independent or learn about who you are, because sometimes you lose yourself in a relationship. So maybe it was time for you to rediscover who you are, and the things that you want and value out of life. So yeah, it seems like you're focusing a lot on the things that you value. If you are in a relationship, then something's going on where there could be some sort of underlying unhappiness or loneliness, even if you're with somebody, like something feels lonely. And it seems like maybe you're on a quest to find out or discover what that is, or what you're needing from your partner, or maybe you're discovering that your partner can't fulfill something that you're needing in the relationship, so you're turning to yourself. You're having to do certain things for yourself, like maybe you really enjoy going to sports events and your partner doesn't. So now you're learning to enjoy sports events on your own, maybe. whatever it is that is a disconnect between you and your partner, it's like you're having to figure it out on your own, or do for self. It does seem that you're going to be dealing with a lot of anxiety or overthinking, also feeling kind of stuck or trapped. Like whatever's going on, I kind of feel like you're needing to make a decision, but you're held back from making a decision because there's just too many thoughts, like a cobweb going around your mind. And I feel that is preventing you from moving forward. So there could be something going on where you know you need to do something, but you feel stuck or trapped or paralyzed by your own thoughts. There may be times where you experience suffocating as well. So if you are going through a situation where you start to realize that maybe you do need to walk away, or maybe you are ready to break up, something may be going on where this person is, like manipulating your thoughts and basically, just stringing you along because they can feel you pulling away. So maybe this person is saying things to make you question, whether or not you should leave. So usually when this comes out, though, is some kind of manipulative energy. Somebody is saying something and it's affecting your thought process, or you're allowing it to affect your thought process. So you might need to overcome that, figure out a way to overcome this mental paralysis that you're kind of trapped in. Now, it could be too that as a single person, you are trying to move away from someone, but it's like this person is maybe trapped in your thoughts, or you feel like this person is stealing your energy. That is a possibility as well, that someone is dominating your thoughts. Someone is maybe living rent-free in your thoughts, and you're needing to just kind of like understand why, or maybe that's what you've been trying to do, is figure out why you can't seem to detach or release from this person. Now, it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but also could be a Libra, or it could be a Virgo, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I feel like you're going back and forth with a situation, and maybe you're having to weigh the pros and the cons. And then two, whatever, you're having a hard time deciding something, maybe because you don't want to hurt anybody, or because you're trying to be so diplomatic in your decision. But I feel like no matter what you decide, like somebody's feelings may get hurt. So no matter how nice you're trying to be or diplomatic you're trying to be, somebody's going to be hurt. And it does look like finally someone is kind of like deciding that they are ready to take a break or separate to find themselves or discover what it is that they want. So if you're in a relationship and you've been torn between, whether or not you should stick something out or let it go, I kind of feel like you're choosing to separate. I feel like you need to be to yourself. You need to think about things. You need to process things. And I feel like you don't need any influence over your thoughts. You might not be talking about what you're going through with other people, because you're just trying to figure it out. You need to silence out everybody else's thoughts so that you can, look at your situation and figure it out on your own. Some of you have probably been on a long spiritual journey and just kind of wondering, like, what's the point or what's the purpose? But it is like you're still being enlightened. You also may be wanting to find people who are going through something similar, people who can relate to you, or you could be attracting people who are going through something similar. New people that you meet, you guys are all kind of like going through something similar. And likely because you are belonging to the same soul group. Yeah. Now, if you are already single, but something's been going on where, you're still struggling at times or thinking about certain people that affected your life. I mean, it is kind of like they were mirrors for you. Like you're still learning from a situation that you're no longer in. I feel like maybe you're like, okay, we broke up like years ago. Like, why am I still dealing with this or going through this? And I feel like it's because you're still learning some sort of life lesson. Even though, you've severed ties with each other. And I think it would be fair to say, too, that this person is probably still thinking about you, which is why you're still kind of like tapped into each other's energies. It's like you're in separate spaces, or you're in separation, or distant from each other, but you can still feel their pain, or they can still feel yours, or is mutual. Like you still feel something maybe like it was yesterday. So there is a strong possibility that both you and your ex are still brokenhearted, and maybe even longing for each other, but at the same time, not waiting, but just kind of still wondering, like, what if? Or are we supposed to be together this lifetime? Or is it going to be next lifetime? And just really trying to understand, why you're even separated, or why you had to separate. So your souls, I feel like, are still tied into each other. You're separated, but it's like a bond that seems to be unbreakable. Yeah. And something also kind of looks like an SOS. Somebody could be telepathically crying out for you. Or maybe there are times when you're crying out for them. And it's like, it's felt. Yeah. Yeah, so I feel that there is still this energy of feeling entangled mentally when it comes to the past with someone who you felt was your soulmate. Maybe you feel like this person is visiting you in dreams, or maybe you still feel like this person's coming back, this person's going to return. Maybe you don't want them to, maybe you just want to move on with your life, but you still feel it in your heart that this person is going to return, or you're going to hear from them again. And it's coming out kind of strong with the clarifiers about maybe an air sign. So it could be an air sign that you seem to be still thinking about, or you're still kind of like linked to. I do feel that you had a past life with somebody. Even if you put up some sort of a barrier, it just still seems like you can't truly hide your emotions or turn them off or get rid of them, especially if a connection was genuine. And it does seem like there is a faucet that is just like running over. There is a possibility too that I don't know if it's already happened. If not, it could be getting ready to happen, where you just feel so emotionally overwhelmed about the thought of somebody. You're like, why am I getting so emotional thinking about this person? Like, I haven't heard from this person. I haven't seen this person, but I feel so emotional about them. But like I said, I feel like it's because you guys are still linked to each other, just in separation. Doesn't necessarily mean that you will get back together, but in a physical, but it is like you're still attached. Now, if you are in a relationship, it's just kind of like this suffering where you're questioning whether or not this person is an imposter or if they are genuinely your soulmate. You also could be struggling with the thought of, am I settling? Or is there something else out there for me? Or maybe you have settled into a relationship, but it's something seems like it's calling out to you. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like there's something that is unsettling going on. So yeah, I feel that for some of you that you're being visited in a dream, or maybe it's because of that dream that it sends you like into a little bit of a spiral. Now, I'm also getting the image of someone who is shy, even though they don't appear to be. Someone comes off as confident and just very much in control, but on the inside, this person is just like very shy. So this might also be like a third situation where you're single and unaware that there is someone who wants to approach you, but they are really struggling. Maybe this person has social anxiety. This person may have I don't know, some sort of issue when it comes to expressing or communicating themselves to you. I feel like their throat chakra is blocked, and it looks like they're just always watching and observing, and they keep trying to work up the nerve or the confidence to approach you, but they're struggling. So for now, they are just like watching you from afar and just being like your secret admirer. It's possible too that this person has been hurt in the past, which kind of triggers their insecurities. If it's a guy, I feel that he might have like a little haircut. I feel like there is something about his eyes that are very alluring. He also is coming off older. This is usually the energy of someone in their 40s or older. But if they're not in their 40s, they might have like an old soul. Yeah, and like I said, they appear very confident, but something's going on inside of them where they're shy, they're struggling. So going back to those of you that have been feeling stuck in a relationship, it seems like maybe you're ready to detach and to like let go and explore life without this person. If married, you could be thinking about divorce or going through with it. If you're already in separation, somebody also might need to do something legally to get out of an agreement or a contract. I feel like someone is wanting to be emancipated. Yeah, it kind of looks like someone is maybe needing a lawyer or having a lawyer review any type of legal documents if you're married or you have you're tied in together through business or something. Also, some sort of contract or an agreement could be null and void. Maybe there was an issue with the contract in the first place. It's possible that someone has a tattoo on their body that is a literal Three of Swords. Or like a broken heart. Um, Someone also could be getting the tattoo removed or getting a tattoo to remember their ex. So I'm seeing a situation too where maybe someone intervened, like someone came in between two people. It feels like, this person was sent as that catalyst, though, to cause a breakup or a separation. It also could be that this is what your purpose was, like you were sent as the catalyst for a breakup. There also could be some sort of betrayal in regards to a fire sign or a water sign. Someone who broke your trust may be trying to come back or reach out, but it seems like you are wanting to think about it. Or you are going to end up choosing yourself. There could also be something significant that happens during this Libra season. You might have someone that is keeping tabs on you. Someone has been thinking about you and observing you from a distance. There's also a possibility that someone has been trying to breadcrumb you or leave out some sort of hints and clues, hoping that you'll, follow their lead, but that may not be working with you. Yeah. So you might be ignoring someone's efforts because you're just like, I don't want to be breadcrumbed. Yeah. All right. So moving on to your career and financial situation with deck number 2. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, overall energy, Death, Five of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so I kind of feel that there is something that is coming to an end when it comes to your career or your finances. It's like something is a dead end, or there's no growth. And initially, too, it looks like maybe you were optimistic about something and you were going towards some sort of goal, but then you got blocked or there was some sort of obstruction there preventing you from achieving your goals. There could have been something going on between, let's say you wanted to, I don't know, advance in your job, in your current position. Or you wanted something, you wanted to be transferred or whatever the case. And it seemed like there was a standstill. It's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I let my supervisor know I had that meeting with, my manager, and I told them what I wanted, and I didn't hear anything. And so it seemed like there was this silence or some sort of standstill, and you didn't know or understand where things were headed. And maybe now you're realizing that something is just not going anywhere. You're like, this is done. I'm done. Maybe you're deciding that you want to end your relationship with your job. Or even if you're working for yourself, maybe something's going on where you're like, this is, a dead end. So I feel like this is about clearing out some sort of harvest, and then there is this new opportunity coming in for you. And whatever this new opportunity is part of your destiny. I feel like maybe something had to come to an end so that it could align you with something that is, better for the path that you're headed on. And it looks like you are about to start over or experience something brand new and outside the box. I feel like you're getting out of your comfort zone. So yeah, it looks like you're definitely cutting ties. You're separating, but this is an opportunity for you to start something new. Or there's this new opportunity coming in for you. So I feel like there's this new offering, and I feel like whatever it is, you're going to act fast on it. You're like, okay, well, I guess this opportunity is destined for me. Let me act fast on it. And so, yeah, it just kind of looks like you're moving in a new direction. And this new opportunity may be something that has you just like busy. Maybe you're going to be busy creating, busy communicating, or maybe busy traveling, going from place to place. Doesn't necessarily have to be like long distance traveling, but something where you're traveling, within a vicinity. But whatever is happening, I feel like it's happening pretty quick. Also, if you have not been working at all, like nothing's been going on with your career or your finances, it seems that all of a sudden there's a change happening where now you're getting tons of job offerings. And maybe you're also trying to multitask, or you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this job and I'm going to do this job. And it seems like you're just trying to grab on to anything that you can for the time being. And especially too, because maybe it just feels like it's destined. I feel like you do want to be very passionate in regards to whatever it is that you're doing as well. I feel like ultimately something is refreshing or much needed change. So there's definitely transformation happening with death, and then this 8 energy coming out, 8 of Wands. That's transformative. So I kind of feel like you're going through many transformations. Now, I'm not seeing huge changes specifically in finances yet, but with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like it's something that is coming. It also maybe depends on what you do with this opportunity. Like how much you make maybe has something to do with this opportunity that's coming through. Now, I do like that the wheel also correlates to Jupiter, so abundance or expansion could be coming in for you. Also, according to like your birth chart, it just seems like there are some sort of transits that are happening in the sky that are very favorable for you. If you are wanting some sort of rapid change when it comes to your career or finances. But before you can take on some sort of a new opportunity, it still seems like you're going to have to end something or separate yourself from something. So maybe too, you were holding on to your current job or your current business. But in order for this new opportunity to come in, it means that you're going to have to cut something or separate from something in order to have like better flow of finances. So I kind of feel like it's likely that, that's where things are headed. I feel like somebody is also going to end up doing something where they're dealing with international people. Or maybe the next corporation you go to will be international. And then whatever is going on, it is, like I said, something outside of your comfort zone. It's like a new journey for you. You could also be making like a lot of decisions without putting much thought into it because it just feels like you don't want the opportunity to get away. So you're just like, forget it. I'll do this. I'll do this. So it's also about like striking while the iron is hot. There could be changes. If you feel happy and settled at your company, there could be some sort of changes happening too that you're unaware of. Like you don't even know that they're making some sort of changes or that they're about to release you. So be prepared for that as well. So with clarifiers, it looks like you're being like an opportunity is opening up for you to do something that you will be passionate about, or something, a position where it's kind of like easy for you. It could still be a lot like a hard job, but for you it's easy, or it has like a laid back environment. It also seems that whatever career shifting is happening is going to be competitive, but you're going to stand out. Like this is destined for you. This is why this opportunity came your way. And I feel like you're already prepared to handle whatever is being thrown at you or whatever's on the way. Because this is like when preparation meets opportunity, that is luck. And so I feel that you've already been preparing throughout your life or throughout the past few years for whatever changes are getting ready to happen in regards to your career. This is also pretty positive for self-employment. It looks like there is something that is getting ready to birth. Also, if you have your own business, something could be happening where maybe you're just rebranding, like you're changing the name of your business. Or if you had like a physical or brick and mortar place, you're deciding that you found cheaper rent somewhere else that's more lucrative. So there could be some changes where if you're not necessarily ending your own business, it's more so you're making some sort of permanent changes to your business. Yeah, and it looks like initially maybe you were torn or you were at some sort of a crossroads. And you were like, okay, I'm going to follow my intuition. And it's like good. It's a good thing that you did follow your intuition, because now this big opportunity could be opening up for you. It's also possible that you're going to be highly sought after. Or if this is about your own business, maybe you're offering something that is being highly sought after. I feel that you are having clarity. And then again, like I was saying, that obstruction being removed, it just kind of feels like you can breathe. It seems like your mind is being mentally stimulated as well. Yeah, it just seems like you're being liberated, or there's something very liberating about knowing where you stand or knowing the truth about a situation. Okay, so I'm also seeing you initially ignoring an opportunity or turning it down at first. It kind of seems like you try to ignore something initially, or maybe you're holding out for a better offer. Now, if you were having some sort of conflict in your current position or with your current employer, if there has been some sort of a conflict, I feel like the both of you were standing your ground. And, you know, it was initially just kind of like a stalemate. But by standing your ground, it seems like you're being released. But I still feel like this is for the best. You also could feel some type of way, like your feelings could be hurt a little bit if you feel like your company is not looking out for you or didn't look out for you, it's kind of like, you know what, that's fine though. Like, I'm glad, I see where you all stand now. I see, that maybe I had you guys on a pedestal. So whatever the case, it just seems like now you have a clear understanding and you're going to be glad that you stood your ground with some sort of conflict that you had at work, even if it costs you your job. Mm-hmm. Something about your career seems like it's going to be a spiritual or part of your spiritual path, or something about your situation is going to end up being healing or therapeutic. Is some sort of cleansing that's needed. Now, it also seems like you're being watched or observed. So if you're currently unemployed but you're looking for work, it is like you're being observed. People are looking at your qualifications. If you don't hear back from someone, it's okay. Maybe you feel like, why didn't they respond? I really wanted to work for this company. Yep, it's okay. It's for the best. Your higher self knows what it's doing. The universe knows what it's doing. Source knows what it's doing. So just kind of trust the process. I feel like you're needing to be patient. And I feel like you know your worth, or if you don't know your worth, you will. It's like, man, I almost sold myself short. I'm glad that the universe was looking out for me. Now, there also could be some sort of conflict going on at work where you thought you could trust somebody, and because of someone you trusted at work, they could be one of the reasons why you lost your job. You may have told someone something in confidence and they used that against you. Now, in caution, there's a lot of people who could be against you for some reason. If it's not a lot of people, it's somebody. It's one person and they're doing a lot. Like, somebody might be trying to throw like a lot of bad energy your way. Or somebody is using some sort of evil eye towards you. I don't know why someone is so adamant about ruining your life. I don't know if this is some sort of personal vendetta, or if someone sees you as a threat to them, so they want to do something to ruin your good fortune. But just be cautious and protect yourself, protect your space. Because I don't know, I just kind of feel like somebody is trying to throw some sort of negative juju towards you. I'm also feeling like someone is consistently communicating with you indirectly, but I guess you're not listening or paying attention. And I'm not sure what that has to do with your career or finances, but yeah, somebody is constantly trying to get your attention. There's a strong possibility that either a water sign is not really your friend or an earth sign is not really your friend. So just be cautious. All right, so moving on to a general message or something that could be bothering you subconsciously that you're unaware of, and that is in deck number 3. You have the Star, the Empress, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, overall energy, 3 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so for you, it feels like you are actually like celebrating. Or maybe the universe is going to be reassuring you that things are going to be okay with your situation. It seems that your confidence has gotten you to a good place. I feel like you're also being cheered on, or people are like rooting for you. And it feels that there is something that is happening that is in alignment with where you want to be. I feel like you're really excited about this new season that we're in. So something about Libra season, I feel like is very exciting and comforting for you. I feel that another thing that's happening is you could potentially be bonding with people or making some sort of connection or friendships. It just seems like something is happening in your favor. You might feel like you've been blessed, or you might start to feel the universe like nurturing you, or feel like a lot of love from the universe, and maybe you do feel protected. And it seems like that is something that's going to be confirmed. It seems like you are about to receive like some big abundance that brings you comfort and relaxation. Maybe you're going to have an opportunity to pursue your dreams, or it seems like your dreams are coming true. It's possible that you're getting ready to have like your dream job or a dream relationship. Or maybe you get to have like your dream vacation or live someplace where you always wanted to live. And whatever is going on, I feel like your hope or your faith is being restored. You seem to feel very uplifted. You could also be encouraged to uplift others, or maybe something's happening where you're being very vulnerable and sharing something with a lot of people, the masses, whether or maybe it's just something simple that you're posting on social media. And you don't know that whatever it is that you are sharing is helping someone else. Yeah, this is some sort of collective love being shared, whether you're aware of it or not. Now, in a love situation, there could be something going on where you're ready to meet someone, or you're opening your heart up. You're ready to just like connect with others. And so there could be some sort of dating going on, especially if you're dating using some sort of social media platform. If you are dating, though, something just seems like it's for fun. Now, you might feel a little conflicted. Maybe you're torn. You're like, do I want something serious or do I want something for fun? It does look like some decision is for fun. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to have fun. Yeah, maybe they are F-boy, but I want to have fun. And it does look like this could be like an offer for that. Somebody want to offer that pole, and you might agree to it for now. So yeah, if this is about dating, I feel like you're not really taking anyone serious, or yeah, it's just kind of like you're just like, I'm open for whatever. I feel like you're also keeping an open mind, or you're open to exploring new opportunities, new ideas. It just seems like I don't know if you have been closed-minded about certain things, but now I feel like you're open-minded. And you also seem just very excited about opportunities that are headed your way. If you are someone who likes being creative, this is definitely good energy for that. Maybe you're going to find yourself in a position where you're able to create or manifest your own reality. Or like I said, your dreams are already coming true and you're just kind of like living in it. This is also good energy for those of you who enjoy being independent, whether it's your own business or your job is the type of job that's like, we're not going to watch over you. You just get the job done. That's all we care about. Maybe that's the way you feel. You're like, finally, a place where I have freedom and it's fun. So I kind of feel that even if this is talking about your job or career, there's this sense of independence that you're given. Financially, maybe something's happening where you are still having to stretch your dollar. But I don't feel like you're stressed about it. I feel like you are still just like able to find like the happiness in your situation. It also could be that some sort of financial strain forces you to be creative or to think outside the box. And maybe this is something that you're needing to get ahead. For the most part, though, it just feels like things are opening up for you. Well, there's your money or your abundance. Now, it could be that you come into some sort of financial abundance, but it's like maybe you're so far in debt that it's like taking the majority of it. And so you're like, well, I might as well have fun with the rest of it. Or maybe you're like, should I save it or should I do this? It still looks like you're choosing to have fun with what little you have. So yeah, I feel like, you could be receiving some sort of abundance in finances. But if it's not like necessarily, some sort of money falling in your hands or whatever, it can still be that you get to experience some sort of stability, like you feel fulfilled. You're like, this is exactly what I needed. This is fulfilling. This is fulfilling all my material needs. So I feel too like Venus is maybe giving you some sort of reward. So you might want to look at where Venus is at in your birth chart, see what house is in, because Venus could be giving you abundance in that particular house. If you have Venus in the second house, definitely could be financial abundance, but also could be indulging or indulging a lot of food. If you have Venus in your fourth house, you could be receiving some sort of abundance when it comes to your home life, or maybe you're receiving a home, or you found a home that you were looking for. But it just seems like you could just look to Venus is at where Venus is at, and I kind of feel like that's the area of your life where you're being blessed. Yeah. And it looks like your life could also be making like an about face. Like you go from feeling lost or empty or like giving up to just like having everything that you wanted. Everything just comes to fruition. Yeah. Now, in a love situation, someone could be opening up their heart to you, or expressing to you how much they love you. It could be romantic, but it also could just be, a friend or someone that you're just happy to hear from. All right, so I'm seeing another situation. If you felt some type of way about being in a love triangle, I don't know, it just kind of seems that like you're having fun, but maybe it feels like you're the other person. And that might be something that you're questioning. It's like you enjoy it, but at the same time, maybe it's something that you're questioning. Also, for some of you, maybe you have been wondering whether or not you're meant to have like a conventional relationship. And maybe the universe is kind of telling you that like you're supposed to embrace whatever situation that you're in. Yeah. Cause like, especially if you have like Aquarius or Uranus in the 7th house, that could be just kind of like a telltale sign that you're destined to have like these unconventional relationships. And maybe initially you were feeling some type of way about it, but the universe is just kind of like saying to embrace it. Yeah, because that's like just part of your star map. That's part of the experience that maybe you came here to have. Now, spiritually, I feel that someone is being protected by their mother or a mother figure. Something feels like you're also trying to juggle two different situations. I still feel like you're having fun with whatever this is. You're like, this is a fun, awkward situation to be in. Someone is having mixed feelings about you. Yeah. Okay. So someone could be having mixed feelings about you. And then I also feel like this is saying that you have like two soulmates. I feel like if you were recently questioning something about your love life, or about the nature of relationships that you're destined to have, I kind of feel like this is like a response to it. You might find yourself feeling torn between two people. And I feel like it could be a water sign and a fire sign. Or maybe you're in some sort of unusual situation and you're trying to like figure out how is this going to work. It also could be that you have two separate relationships, but it's kind of like when something ends with this person, then the other person comes in, and then it's kind of like a cycle. Like you're always, if you're not with this person, then the other person, you're with the other. Like they just keep coming in and out of your life. You also could get a bit of an ego if two people happen to be fighting for you or fighting for your attention. It gives you a big ego boost. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're enjoying it. I feel like it's also being reiterated that there's going to be a water sign and a fire sign fighting for you. Now, I don't know if you didn't want like a love message per se, but this is like coming up in the general part. I feel like someone is also going to be trying to get to know you, or they're offering to get to know you, but you are being guarded for whatever reason. Or maybe there's someone that you are trying to get close to, but they're being guarded. Either way, I feel like somebody is ready to let their guards down. Now, one other negative thing I'm picking up is that somebody maybe could be an alcoholic, or they drink too much. Somebody could be like a borderline alcoholic, or maybe they're teetering in that direction. Also, someone might become more open with you when they're under the influence. There could be an opportunity for you to relocate or travel coming up as well. I feel like the universe wants you to keep an open mind for some sort of new opportunity that's coming up for you, maybe by the end of the month. It also looks like you're doing something because you're excited about it. You're passionate about it. So you're all in. You're going like full speed ahead in with something because you're so passionate about it. I feel like initially too, you are trying to avoid some opportunity that's meant for you, but ultimately you do let your guards down and allow yourself to enjoy the moment. All right, so I hope these messages help. I hope you enjoyed this version of Pick a Story. Leave your feedback, and I will talk to you guys soon. Send you love and grace.